Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel. So I finally found an LC500 to film and it's pretty modified, so I'm very excited to film it. But we're headed over to the filming location and I'm ready to see what the LC500 is all about.
Why don't you introduce yourself and your car to the viewers?
My name's Dana on IG, SoCal Dana _RCF. This is my wife's car, Mrs. SoCal on IG. This is an LC500. 2018.
So how did you end up landing on the LC500 platform?
So I'm an owner of a Pandem Lexus RCF, and I wanted to venture up, and I talked my wife into getting the LC500 to kind of move up in the Lexus. Between
the two cars, how would you say they compare, since you've had both?
They both compare very similar. They both got the V8 motor. This one's a little, I would say, a little heavier than the RCF. The RCF's probably 300 or 400 pounds lighter. They both get up and move.
If you were to pick between the two, if you could only have one, which one would you take?
I would say the LC500. It's more luxury, and it gets up and goes.
Let's do the fun part where we do the full build breakdown and walk around of the LC500.
Okay, so what we have here is we have the Artisan version 2 kit. It came with the front lip, side skirts, rear bumper, rear diffuser, and the ducktail spoiler in the rear. Went out and got the Advan GTs. These are very rare. They don't come in 21 inch. 21 inch maybe in Japan, it's a big thing there with their supercars, but here in the US, a lot of the guys, they don't like 21s. They want to go smaller because it's a race platform. But they look clean and it's a very good wheel for the LC.
Most definitely.
Interior wise, we got the Zestec wheel. It's very like a detailed wheel. You can control the stereo, the phone, pretty much almost all OEM functions. Here's the center exit exhaust that it came with. It's full Artisan too. And then the car's on bags. Here's the setup. We got the anti-gravity battery. It's a great battery, super light. I mean, you can pick this thing up with like one hand. It's like so light, dude.
Nice.
And it's a great battery. It's got a cool, if it doesn't start, it has power inside the battery. You push the little key fob and you'll be able, it kind of jumps the car.
So giving a little bit more detail on your air suspension, what company made the air suspension?
Universal Air.
Okay, perfect.
We did like a full OEM setup, so we used the OEM struts and then mounted the bag to the struts. You don't have any check engine lights on or any lights on the dash. The car rides like super smooth.
Perfect.
And you can, you know, air up and air down and go over speed bumps. You don't have that problem.
Can you give a timeline of how long it took to get from this point and to like the results?
So we built this for SEMA 2023, and it was, I would say, a 3-month process.
Wow.
So it was pretty quick.
Yeah, that's
what we did was, when we wrapped the car, we wrapped it sunset orange, kind of give it that LFA color. And so what we did was we took it to AeroWorks. AeroWorks wrapped the car. We kept all the wide body parts separate. And then I brought those, they wrapped those, and then I took it back to Dirty Works where they did the install on the kit, and he reinstalled everything.
Wow, so 3 months, that's pretty quick.
So here's the engine bay. We teamed up with Golden Wrench for SEMA. They made custom gold oil cap and brake fluid caps.
It looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. But other than that, mostly stock under that.
Mostly stock on the engine.
Okay.
We're looking to do soon to do an intake.
Okay.
And possibly PPE headers on it.
Nice. Okay. And now that we're on that subject, can we talk about the future plans with this car?
So the future plans with this car, I want to do like a full carbon engine bay trim kit. I had it on the RCF. It just makes it like, just finishes off the car. And then maybe a trunk setup for the air to kind of make it more clean, show ready.
What would be like the next big show that I guess you'd showcase?
This is going on October 6th to WeekFest USA.
Oh, nice.
In LA.
Okay, perfect. Cool. So
and I'll be there with my team, Garage Life.
Yeah.
And we'll be showing there.
All right. So if you're trying to see this car in person, definitely check it out on October 6th. So why don't you introduce yourself and your car to the viewers?
Yeah, my name is Giuseppe. My Instagram is I know Seppi. If you cut it right in half, it's Seppi, Giuseppe. But I own 2022 IS500.
So why don't you talk about why you got into the IS500 platform?
The biggest reason, I used to own 2017 Mark 7 GTI, and I was into the Euro, but growing up, I had both my parents into Lexus, and so it was a big inspiration, and always had their friends going at car shows being like, hey, when's the Lexus coming? When's that coming? And I finally made that push, and I was like, all right, let's do it. I sold the GTI.
So let's do a quick build breakdown and walk around of your IS500.
So for the IS500, we went in ahead and did the Artisan Spirits full GT black label wide body. It starts out with the front lip to the side skirts, and then you have the front fenders to the rear fenders. The cool thing about the wide body was we didn't have to cut the front. We only had to cut the rear, so I was super stoked. I was like, hey, we only have to cut one part of the car.
Exactly.
So, and we have Recaros, the Sportsters.
Nice.
From here, we were able to get the recline, so they could be able to go recline back and forward. But it was definitely a hard process because we had to, because it being new, IS500 2022, you can't really find brackets for it to go back and forward. And we were able to do some research and found a company out of Canada that were able to hook us up with IS350, and they were able to cross over and fit for the seats.
Nice, nice.
As we go over here, we were working with Yokohama Advan. I went with the RZ DF2s. The rear goes, they're 20 by 10 and a half, and then the front is 20 by 10. And myself, I went with the Toyos, but for SEMA we were in the Tread Pass, and when we were in the Tread Pass, they wanted to debut the Toyo Proxy 2s. So these are the new line of the Toyo Proxy 2s, which are super cool. Yeah. Super cool, super cool. Back here is the Artisan Spirits carbon wing spoiler, and we wanted to, like, if you look in the back here, we wanted to not have it all like all black, because when you look at the rendering, this whole part is all black, and so we wanted to be different. We wanted to be different because Japan, they have this exact model, same kit, and it's all black, so we wanted to be different. And I learned from my dad that you got to be unique, and in order to be unique and stand out, that's how you get a rise to the top. And so that's what I ended up doing. And from here we went to airlift suspension, also universal air, so it keeps the ride nice and smooth. The fact being it is a V8, so you want to still haul ass and be able to use all the potential of the car. Of course. And then as you pan over here wide, we went with the Ruby Star. It's almost the same as, if you look at the Porsche, it's the same color. Nosotech named it Ruby Star, but the color of the Porsche is ruby. And one of the cool details about it is, if you look at it, we got inspiration from the Porsche GT.
GT3 RS.
Yes, all stuck. But yeah, so if you see the minor details, we were able to get it from the Artisan Spirits to the Porsche GT2 RS, and then from the yellow calipers
right
to
there
the
as well.
fender flares.
Yeah, you see right here, very 3RS-esque.
And then, see, I'll pop open the hood.
You see the two cars right here. It's crazy. Very, very unique builds for sure. Nice.
So we went, one of the cool things about SEMA was we got to work with Tom's, and Tom's supplied the carbon fiber intake. They had the air filter as well. They added the front strut bar and the rear strut bar. And then we also had Golden Wrench show us, they gave us all the caps for everything on the car, from the gas cap to the oil cap. So it's super cool.
Nice, nice.
My favorite part of this whole car is the anti-gravity battery. I said it at SEMA and I'll say it again. It's the lightest battery out there, And the cool thing about it, if I ever in the middle of nowhere, I don't need jumper cables. I don't need someone.
Yeah.
I just press this button and the car starts right away.
That's crazy. Hey, this is low-key an anti-gravity ad. But yeah, no, that's crazy. I actually didn't know it had that feature. You and your dad were telling me that, and I think I might be sold on it too, you know?
Hey.
So what are your future plans with the IS500?
I have a couple in mind. So definitely want to do a lot of more interior work. I want to do maybe the moonlighting up top, and then have the
ambient lighting. Yes. Okay, yeah.
Because the funny thing is, the IS doesn't have anything inside.
That's like, crazy.
No interior lighting, no nothing, no footwell lighting, nothing.
That's crazy. Okay.
That's something I definitely want to work on with the interior.
Okay.
Exterior, definitely want to do headers. Definitely want to, because the exhaust right now it does have its cats on, so it's not too loud. The startup it sounds nice, but once it's done, it's done. I do want to add some more engine work, but right now it's all about cosmetic. So right now it's all cosmetic. So his doesn't open and close.
See ya. We can put that in the blooper.